We started talking about the individual roles and their relevance when it comes to compliance, especially the DPDP ones. We are talking about the CXOs and founder responsibilities when it comes to privacy. Remember that it's the job of the CXOs and the founders to create the organization culture. Quality trickles from top to bottom, and if they mandate something, that becomes an essential component of your job. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on privacy. And as I said, we are going to talk about the responsibilities of CXOs and founders when it comes to deploying privacy and privacy related compliance for their organization. Why are we talking about it? Money goes from their pocket in any case. That would be true for penalties also. So, privacy has become a top priority. Why? Regulators, compliances, it's important. We might still get some more time to deploy it, implement it completely, but it is important and we should start at the earliest. Breaches bring in bad reputation also. You can lose customers, you lose customer trust, and the cost of losing customer is something which is very difficult to measure. Even apart from that, the legal hassles, the mitigation cost, and the cost of remediation is huge when there's a breach in your organization. So CXOs and founders need to be careful. DPDP Act says that the data fiduciary, which is the organization which is processing personal data, the leaders are accountable, and when it becomes sensitive personal data and you get qualified as significant data fiduciary, it's mandatory to appoint data protection officers and perform regular audits and assessments. With that coming in, it becomes more important that your CXOs and founders are well involved in privacy discussions also. All these functions, as I said earlier, the money has to come from their account, from their pocket. All these things, planning, allocation, assessments, audits, having a full governance team needs cost. A lot of IT budget as well, right? So you need their approvals. And as I said, and I repeat again the quote that the culture and the quality for an organization trickles from top to bottom, right? So if the CXOs decide rebuilding their processes, the team would start following it more easily. This could happen on suggestion of team members also, by the way, right? So the team gets more confidence in applying their own thoughts, but the CXOs and founders should take initiatives to get into this. So what should they do? They should try and set up a privacy first culture, which means anything and everything getting handled in the organization has privacy component into it. A proper privacy governance model, internal, external, depending on size of your environment and the kind of data that you are handling. Review those dashboards regularly. Are they being followed? Are they being taken care of? Is proper budget allocated for privacy, largely for two departments? The IT department, who has to make the data secure, right? And they would need a lot of things, and privacy enhancement technologies, updated firewalls, maybe better file servers, better performance of equipment, and the legal team, which has to redesign the contracts and understand what the law actually needs. IT also needs redesigning and storing things like consents. Right? Get all your processes reworked with privacy by design concept model, which says anything that you do in the organization should have privacy components involved into it, embedded into it. So all new contracts, all new processes, all existing ones also should be redone to make sure that privacy concepts and components are already there. Appoint a privacy department. This could be internal, depending on again the size and the volume and the type of data. Significant data fiduciaries need an Indian-based DPO. This could be external, right? A smaller company, they can hire an external agency with proper budgets allocated for monitoring and execution of staff awareness also. Staff changes regularly. Privacy should be a part of their induction, but it should also be a part of their regular awareness sessions so that they keep themselves updated. What is the strategic business impact of CXOs and founders looking into it? Customers trust. You win more customers, you are able to retain existing customers. Self confidence on safety and security. This is very, very important because if you are not complying and compromising on any compliance, At the core of the heart, you know you are wrong and you are carrying a risk, right? Then maybe you are not mentally fully free to handle what is there on the table. Global partnerships, global investors, local investors now look at privacy readiness and maturity within the organization and the way the organizations handle the personal information of their business associates. So that's about how CXOs and founders should look at privacy. I hope you like the content of the video. Press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my channel because tomorrow we are going to talk about how product managers should ensure that their products, at least from IT point of view, have privacy inbuilt into it. If you have a feedback, share it in the comments box. Thank you.